Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we reveal some of the most valuable coins in the world, coins that collectors and investors are willing to pay thousands or even millions for. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, so small, so unassuming, yet worth more than your car, your vacation home, maybe even your retirement fund. Sounds unbelievable? That's exactly what happened to collectors who discovered the rare 1942 no-mint mark wheat penny, a coin so extraordinary that the market now values it at a staggering $854,000. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $1 million for a single penny. Today, I'm going to take you inside this fascinating story, reveal why this coin is so sought after, and show you how it could change the life of anyone who owns one. The year is 1942. The world is at war, and the United States is adjusting its economy to support the fight overseas. Amid this backdrop, the Philadelphia Mint quietly produced pennies for everyday Americans. But something remarkable happened. A rare mistake, or perhaps a stroke of luck, led to a batch of pennies being struck without the mint mark that would normally signify where it was made. These no-mint mark pennies were overlooked, discarded, or forgotten by the masses. Yet today, they are the holy grail for collectors. The wheat penny, with its iconic ears of wheat framing the coin, carries not just history but a tangible connection to the past. A symbol of resilience, ingenuity, and the value of recognizing opportunity where others see nothing. Now, here's where it gets really exciting. You see, millions of pennies were minted in 1942, but the no-mint mark variant is exceedingly rare. Out of all those pennies, only a tiny fraction survived in collectible condition. This scarcity creates an unparalleled demand. Imagine walking into a coin shop and holding a coin that could instantly command hundreds of thousands of dollars. But here's the kicker. Many people have these coins sitting unnoticed in jars or drawers, unaware of the fortune in their hands. It's almost criminal how often this happens. And yes, it's exactly the kind of secret that makes collectors' hearts race with excitement and wallets a little heavier. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, it's just a penny. Well, I have to stop you right there, because not all pennies are created equal. Some are history, some are opportunity, and some are nearly $1 million in waiting. Think about it. If you found a coin worth $854,000 in your couch cushions, would you still complain about losing your spare change? Exactly. Don't let a fortune hide in plain sight. This is where you need to pay attention. Collectors, investors, and treasure hunters alike are on the lookout for these rare wheat pennies. The market isn't slowing down. If anything, the value is climbing as awareness grows. Every day that passes without verifying the coins in your collection is another day someone else might claim a fortune that could have been yours. The 1942 no-mint mark penny isn't just a collectible. It's a tangible asset, a conversation starter, and, most importantly, a potential life changer. Imagine selling one, securing financial freedom, or adding a once-in-a-lifetime piece to your collection. Exciting, right? But opportunities like this don't wait. The market is moving, collectors are vigilant, and this coin remains one of the most coveted pieces in numismatic history. So, here's my challenge to you. Look through your collection, inspect every wheat penny carefully, and ask yourself, could one of these be the 1942 no-mint mark? If it is, you're not just holding history, you're holding a rare key to wealth, prestige, and legacy. The value? $854,000 and climbing. But the true value is the moment you realize that fortune could have been yours all along. Don't let it slip away. The next time someone mentions a penny, you'll smile knowingly, because you'll know that pennies can change lives. Imagine holding a coin in your hand. Tiny, unassuming, seemingly worthless to the untrained eye. But what if I told you that coin could change your life forever? Today, we're diving into one of the most extraordinary treasures in American numismatics. The 1944 no-mint mark 1-cent wheat penny. This isn't just a coin. It's a legend whispered among collectors. A rarity so astonishing that it has captured the imagination and wallets of wealthy Americans nationwide. And right now, the market whispers a staggering number. $765,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. Over $750,000 for a coin you might have overlooked in your own change jar. Now, before we go further, let me ask you, Have you ever held an old penny and wondered if it could be more than pocket change? If your heart just skipped a beat, you're in the right place. Because today, we're not just talking history, we're talking opportunity. This coin represents decades of craftsmanship, an unexpected wartime anomaly, and the kind of financial excitement that keeps collectors and investors awake at night. And let's be honest, who doesn't want a little thrill with their money? Here's where it gets fascinating. The 1944 wheat penny is common enough, but the version without a mint mark? That's the unicorn. During World War II, most pennies were made from zinc-coated steel due to copper shortages, making 1944 copper pennies incredibly unusual. But a 1944 copper penny without a mint mark is an even rarer anomaly. Imagine this. A coin accidentally produced, slipping through the presses, surviving decades tucked away in drawers, piggy banks, or forgotten collections. Its rarity is so extreme that collectors who discover one literally feel the walls of history closing in around them. Now, here's a little secret from the numismatic world. There are stories of people finding this coin in change jars, attics, and even under sofa cushions. Sounds ridiculous, right? But that's the beauty of rare coins. They lurk in the ordinary. And if you happen to stumble across one, that small copper disc could instantly turn into a financial game changer. A coin once used to buy candy could now buy a luxury car, a vacation home, or even provide the freedom to live life entirely on your terms. Imagine the thrill, the excitement, the adrenaline of discovering something truly priceless in your own possession. And here's a pattern-interrupting thought. If this were a lottery ticket, would you even know it? You'd toss it in a drawer, unaware of the $765,000 jackpot lying in wait. That's why attention to detail matters. That's why collectors pay thousands for authentication. That's why the 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny isn't just a coin. It's a status symbol, a story, a treasure map rolled up into a single copper circle. So, what does this mean for you, sitting there watching this video? It means opportunity is knocking, urgently, powerfully, and unmistakably. If you have a collection, a jar of pennies, or even just inherited coins from a loved one, there's a chance that among them lies the 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny. And in today's market, where demand from collectors is astronomical, $765,000 is just the starting point. Savvy investors know that coins like this don't just hold value, they increase in prestige and price with every passing year. Think about it. Most people never even consider the coins in their hands to be potentially life-changing. But for those who recognize the extraordinary in the ordinary, the rewards are beyond imagination. The 1944 no-mint mark penny isn't just a collectible. It's proof that fortune favors the observant, the patient, and the curious. It's a coin that whispers wealth, adventure, and the thrill of discovery all at once. So, I ask you now, are you ready to look a little closer at the pennies you've ignored for decades? Are you prepared to turn a simple piece of history into a fortune that could define your lifestyle, your freedom, and your legacy? Because the 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny isn't just rare. It's in high demand, and the moment to act is now. Don't let this story be one you only watch from the sidelines. Let it be your story of discovery, excitement, and success. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in your hand, a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that collectors around the world would give anything to call it theirs. Now, what if I told you that one small mistake in a US mint in 1955 created a coin that could be worth nearly $1 million today? Yes, a single penny, a 1955 D wheat penny with a stunning mint mark error, could completely change your financial story. You might be thinking, a penny? Really? And that's exactly why most people overlook it. But not you. You're someone who knows that true opportunity often hides in plain sight, right under our noses. The 1955 D double die penny is not just a coin. It's a piece of American history, a rare collectible, and a golden ticket for those who recognize its value before the world catches on. Now, I want you to pause for a second. What if you had one in your drawer right now, unrecognized, potentially worth $965,000 in today's market? Feels like a dream, doesn't it? But for some, this dream is a reality, and it could be yours too. Let's take a step back. The story of this coin begins with a tiny misstep at the Denver Mint. In 1955, a mint worker didn't align the die perfectly when stamping the coins. Most coins were normal, ordinary pennies, destined for pockets, jars, and couch cushions. But a handful, they were stamped with a double D mint mark. And here's the kicker: this was never meant to happen. Mistakes like this are extremely rare in US coin history. Now, think about this for a moment. Out of millions of pennies minted that year, only a select few carry this imperfection. And imperfections, when rare, create extraordinary value. Just imagine the thrill of holding one of these coins, knowing that it is so rare it could sell for nearly $1 million. That's not just excitement, that's life-changing. And here's where it gets even more intense. The demand for these coins is skyrocketing. Serious collectors, investors, and museums are all hunting for them. Every auction is a battleground where wealthy buyers compete fiercely. If you own one, even casually, you're holding leverage few others will ever experience in their lifetime. Don't let it slip through your fingers while others seize the opportunity. And before you start digging through your old jars of pennies, here's a little tip and a chuckle. Most people search their coins while muttering, "It's just a penny," only to realize years later they held a fortune all along. Don't be that person. So, where does that leave you? This isn't just a story about a coin. It's a story about possibility, timing, and recognizing value before the world does. The 1955 D double die penny is a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary wealth hides in the smallest things. And right now, the market value is astonishing: $965,000. Think about it, that's enough to transform lives, fund dreams, and create financial freedom that most people only read about. The question is, will you act? Will you check your collection, your drawers, even the jars of coins gathering dust, for a hidden treasure that could catapult your wealth? History has already proven that this coin is highly sought after, and the demand is only increasing. This is your moment to turn curiosity into action, to turn a simple coin into a legacy. Remember, every missed opportunity is someone else's gain. Don't let hesitation rob you of a fortune hiding in your hands. Whether you already have one or are inspired to start hunting, the 1955 D wheat penny is a symbol of rare value, incredible opportunity, and the kind of wealth that turns heads. So go ahead. Take another look at your pennies. You might just be sitting on nearly $1 million without even knowing it. And trust me, this is one time when excitement, curiosity, and a little urgency could change your life forever. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, a simple little 1-cent piece that most people pass by without a second glance. Now, imagine that same coin could be worth $793,000, almost $1 million, just because of a tiny error in the minting process. Sounds unbelievable, right? But this isn't a story of fiction. This is the real story of the 1957 D Mint Mark Wheat penny error, a coin that has captured the hearts of collectors and turned everyday Americans into instant legends in the coin collecting world. And if you think finding one is luck, think again. There are secrets, strategies, and little-known signs that can unlock a fortune right in your own drawer. Before we dive deeper, let me ask you, when was the last time you checked your old pennies? Really checked them? Because that forgotten change in your wallet could be worth more than your monthly paycheck. Or even your car. Yes, I said it. And here's the kicker. People have literally stumbled upon nearly $1 million coin in their attic. Could you be next? Now, let's get into what makes this coin so extraordinary. The 1957 D wheat penny is already a classic piece of Americana, but what sets it apart is its rare minting error. The D mint mark, representing the Denver Mint, was stamped slightly off, creating a unique misalignment that collectors crave. This tiny imperfection transforms a simple penny into a highly coveted treasure. Imagine walking into an auction room and seeing someone bid hundreds of thousands, all for a coin that used to be worth just a penny. That's the power of rarity, and it's the kind of power that can turn a quiet life of collecting into a story worth telling at your next dinner party. But let's be honest, there's fear mixed with excitement here. Fear that the coin in your drawer might be worthless, and excitement that it could be your ticket to a life-changing windfall. Think about it. Every day, coins like these vanish into private collections, bought by investors who know their true value. If you don't act, someone else will claim what could have been yours. And here's the humorous part. Imagine telling your grandkids you had a nearly $1 million penny and just spent it on parking meters. Don't be that person. What makes this coin even more fascinating is the current market value. At $793,000 and climbing, the demand for these coins has skyrocketed. Collectors aren't just interested, they're willing to fight for it. And while many people dismiss old coins as relics, insiders know that rare pennies are the gateway to a lifestyle of wealth, legacy, and prestige. Every misprint, every minting quirk is a story. And owning a coin like this isn't just about money. It's about being part of an elite circle that recognizes history, beauty, and fortune all at once. Now, here's where the story gets exciting for you. You don't need to scour auctions or know every trick of the trade. You just need awareness, knowledge, and action. Check your collections, check your wallets, and think about the legacy in those small, seemingly insignificant coins. The 1957 D-Wheat penny error isn't just rare. It's legendary. A tangible link between American history and personal wealth. And if you ever consider selling one, you could be looking at a sum that most people only dream about. Picture this. You place your coin on a table, a serious buyer inspects it, and within moments, you hold in your hands the culmination of decades of overlooked treasure. It's not just money. It's affirmation, freedom, and the thrill of knowing that history rewarded you. And while many may scoff at pennies, those who recognize their potential are the ones who live life without limits. So, the question isn't whether this coin is valuable, it's whether you've discovered it yet. Because the moment you do, the door to unimaginable opportunity swings wide open. So here's my challenge to you. Take a moment today, look through your collection, and imagine what it would feel like to uncover a piece of history worth nearly $800,000. The excitement, the shock, the satisfaction. It's all waiting. And remember, fortune favors those who act before the opportunity slips away. Your 1957 D-Wheat penny might just be the coin that changes everything.